They're all gonna laugh at you. Everybody. Guy down the street's gonna be like, huh, he can't work on his mower. He sucks at life. This week, and I kind of fixed it. We're gonna replace the carburetor on a John Deere LA105. And I'm gonna show you why it needs a carburetor. First things first, I need a carburetor, and I gotta make sure it's the right one. Oh, shoot. Thanks, Amazon. That was fast. I think it's the right one. All right, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take this engine cover off. There's a couple bolts in the front, a couple bolts in the back. Ratcheting 10mm like this one would be great if it didn't skip teeth or just freeze up. But if you get them loose enough, you could just twist them out by hand. Now my fuel lines are still connected to the fuel pump, so I'm just going to kind of unhook it from the carb and just move it over to the side. Okay, on second thought, put that back and grab a small pair of vice grips to crimp the line because gas is like $5 a gallon and we're trying to save money on this channel. I know I said a small pair of vice grips, but big ones work fine. It just means they're gonna do it same as a small, but bigger. It seemed to have worked. Alrighty, now the next step I want to do is I want to mirror the new carburetor with the old one. Got a couple extra goodies with it. Even a new fuel line that matches that one. Looks to be right to me, so let's get this thing swapped out. Alright, for this next part, you're going to want to use a 12-point 11mm socket. It's not what it calls for, but it kind of fits. And you're going to want to break these two outer nuts loose. Essentially all you're doing is pulling this intake boot off and then just walk them off. Put them somewhere safe. I want to address how important this is to me to replace this carburetor and keep this thing up and running. My wife loves this mower. This is her favorite mower of all time. So if I don't fix it, I'm in trouble. So find that 8mm wrench she had laying around. A socket will work just fine. A nice deep well 8mm socket will work. But in this case, why do it the easy way? All you need to do is break these things loose, and I'll show you how to do that. Then at this point, they just walk right out. Doesn't matter if you mix those up. They should be exactly the same. Oh yeah, don't forget to unplug your carburetor at the bottom because you'll see. Now with this out, this gasket's gonna fall off here. You should have a new one of these gaskets from wherever you get your carb from. Now here, there's a tiny, tiny spring that goes right next to this here. This one unhooks from the bottom. Slides through, slide it out, unhook it, and it's out. This one's a little trickier. You have to get the right angle on it, so it's best to just kind of rotate, swoop down, and don't lose that little retention spring. And just like that, that's how you remove a carburetor on a Briggs & Stratton 19.5 horsepower. Reverse the process to install. Well, why stop here, YouTube? Now that I got them both out, I can show you. They are identical. Now if you look here, this one, the choke plate is got no retention whatsoever. It's probably just dirty in there, gummed up. I could probably clock that spring. But look, it's stuck. So you have to manually go in there every time you start it, flick it to get it off choke so it doesn't choke out. The new one does exactly what I paid for it to do. So let's fix it. Or kind of fix it. And don't forget to put your fuel line on, because if you don't, they're all gonna laugh at you. Everybody. Guy down the street's gonna be like, huh, he can't work on his mower. He sucks at life. So make sure you put your fuel lines back on and secure the clampage. Well, YouTube, as they say, happy wife, happy life. So that's how I kind of fixed it this week. And yeah, you guessed it, I kind of fixed it. Thanks for watching. I kind of fixed it.